Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Ramita Dhar and I am currently working as a counselor. If you have subscribed to my channel, you must have seen my earlier videos also. I have made a video on COVID-19 when it initially began. But today's video is very special. Being a mental health worker, it is my responsibility and it is need of an hour that I should talk about it. And today's video is on mindfulness. Yes, many of you must be knowing what is mindfulness, but for those who don't know, I'll be giving all the answers to their questions. I'll try my level best. So we are living in a pandemic situation right now. As we all know, we are dealing with it and we have dealt with it so far. But still, physically, mentally, it's taxing. It is. We have to accept it. But still, we have dealt and we are hopeful. Somehow we are hopeful that we'll get a remedy or we'll be out of the situation soon. But still, somehow it happens that our hope seems to break down or we feel weak at times. We think that this is the end. But this is a challenge for us. We have to deal with it. We have to fight. We have to stand strong. We have to come out of it. And how will we be able to do that? Only if we are at peace, mentally and strong physically. So it is our responsibility, not only me, but many other mental health workers out there. We all have a responsibility that we need to spread positivity, we need to spread mental health awareness among the society, its members, so that they get motivation and they feel that we are not the only one who's suffering mentally, physically. There are many people like us outside in the outer world. But how many of they have the courage to speak up? I mean, only few. We have to get that courage in us. It is very important. As I said, it is need of an hour. It is very important to speak up. And to whom you can speak up? Who listen to you? Who cares for you? Who loves you in unconditionally? I mean, who is ready to sit by your side, who's ready to sink in what you want to say without being judgmental, of course. So there are very few people around us who are non-judgmental, who understand us, who somehow are able to help us, give us suggestions how to fight back. But for some, there is no hope left, and there is nobody besides them to listen to them. But don't you worry, there is somebody who is listening to you and who wants to listen to you and who wants to help you. So never lose hope. Okay, so without a further delay, I'll start with the discussion about mindfulness, which is the topic of today. So, what is mindfulness? Yes, so right now, am I in a mindful situation? Sort of. There are many things going around in my mind. I must be engaged in some other work, but then I have to do this. I am addressing to the society, but still something is going in back of my head, be it my family, be it my work, be it my passion, anything. So what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the awareness that emerges through paying attention on purpose in the present moment and non-judgmentally to things as they are. which means that you're paying attention to what is going on around you and how it is, not how you see it. So just live in the moment and enjoy it. Obviously, you have to forget your worries about the past and just stop being concerned about the future for a moment. Live the life that you are leading right now and at the present moment. Very much important. Okay, so as we all learned what is mindfulness in a gist, but there's a lot more to it. And what you have understood through mindfulness is that we have to live in the present, as I said. Enjoy life to the fullest. Enjoy each and every moment you are living in. And forget about your past, forget about your future worries for a while. Just sit down and focus on the present, focus on what you are doing and sink in, imbibe all the positivity through it. Along with that, as most of us are staying in, we are working from home. So yeah, this is another thing I want to discuss, that we are working from home. Yes, we are using technology, we are becoming technology friendly, which many of us were not before this pandemic situation. So we had our habit of going to our workplaces and being physically present there and working. But now due to this pandemic, we have to work from home. We have to use online techniques. We have to learn new apps. We have to we have to become more responsible towards technology. So we have given our bit and we are still doing it. Initially, I hope everybody must have faced a lot of difficulties dealing with technological things, but slowly we have learned a lot, and we have made ourselves stronger towards technological things, and we are dealing with it, and we are doing our work, we are doing our bit. But still at times we become in a very topsy-turvy situation, and we become confused that how to do this, how to do that. But still we are finding some solutions, and we are coping up with things as much as possible. So along with working from home, we are at home, we are with our family. So family time is also very much important. So with family comes the topic family mindfulness. Till now I was discussing mindfulness in general, like how can you as an individual take care of yourself and your mindfulness activities, and how can you be mindful. But now, as I said, that family comes first, and living in a collectivistic society, living with people around us, with our mother, father, siblings. Some are living in a joint family, some are living in a nuclear family. Each one of us has different experiences, but still we have a family, and we have to give time to them. So specifically in this pandemic situation, as we all are working from home, we are we are taking our time, and we have time for our family, and but still some of us don't take that much steps or efforts to indulge in family activities, or to indulge in collectivistic activities, like to sit together, have fun, take up some random activity, and indulge your family members in it. So it is still lacking, but we can do so. See, if we want to divert our minds, if we want to stay positive, if we want to stay cheerful, and if we want to forget all the worries, all the burden, all the responsibilities, we have to give time to our family, and we have to listen to them, like what are they interested in, what are they wanting from you in a moment, and what you want from them. So the things go hand in hand. If you are expecting, they must also be expecting something out of you. So fulfilling those expectations and leading a positive and healthy life is important. So what is family mindfulness basically? Mindfulness, we all know, I have just talked about. Family mindfulness is living in the present situation with your family, enjoying each and every moment. So how can you do that? There are a lot of activities which you can do. First of all, when you start your day, and the first thing after waking up is, most of us take our phones and just start scrolling it, as if the first thing in our mind comes that as we wake up and we are like, somebody has texted, oh, I think I should check out my Instagram, oh wait, I think I should check out my WhatsApp first, no, I think some notification might have popped up in my Facebook account. So where is the peaceful morning? Like, were we at peace while we were sleeping? We must be. Then only we were we fell asleep. But when we wake up, we are not peaceful. Many things are going in our mind. In today's world, it is good that social media exists, and we are, having a lot of advantages. We are using those advantages, but many disadvantages also come with them. So I think after waking up, you have to be peaceful with yourself. Just keep your phones aside for a moment. Look around what is going on. Just live the moment. Just see what your family members are doing, what your mother is cooking for breakfast, what your father is doing, what your siblings are doing, or if you are living in a joint family, what your other family members are doing. Go and talk to them, wish them good morning. It's better than wishing good morning on WhatsApp, to be physically present in front of them and wishing them good morning. They'll feel happy. It'll bring a smile on their faces, and that is when you'll experience that yes, you have achieved something. So just do that. It is very much important. And after you have done all this, give time to yourself. Sit in a peaceful place where there is no noise at all. Like, everything is peaceful, no sound, nothing. Everybody has their own version of peaceful environment. For me, I like to listen to slow music. So I put on my headphones or my earphones, and I go into that zone, and I just disconnect myself, and I listen to the music which I like. For you, it must be something else, but at least give yourself that peaceful space. It is very important. Then as your day goes further, as you proceed towards your day, give time to your family members. Just sit together, chat, discuss about each other's activities, discuss about each other's plans, each other's what they feel like, what they want to do in the present, obviously, and planning out activities. Just be together and plan out activities, like what shall we do today? Shall we cook something? Shall we click ourselves? I like to click myself a lot. I like to click my own photographs. So many of you must call me self-obsessed. You can, but I like to do that. So that is my hobby, and that is my way of de-stressing myself. So each one of us has their own way of de-stressing themselves. So just sit together with your family members, discuss how to de-stress, how to indulge in some activity, what you like, what they like, come to some kind of a conclusion, and if not, then decide a day. Like today I'll be cooking because you like to cook, tomorrow I'll be shooting because I like to shoot. So you have to plan out things, and you have to give time. This is how you will be living in present. You will be enjoying, and you will be forgetting everything. like all the worries. So that is what you can do with your family, and that is how you can achieve family mindfulness. After spending your time with your family members, after spending the whole day doing activities which you like, which your family members like, now it's time to have dinner and go off to bed. So before that, what you have to do is, again, you have to get back to that peaceful environment. Forget everything what you were doing, just keep it aside. Sit in a straight posture, close your eyes and imbibe what you were doing the whole day, what you have done, what you have achieved, what you have learned, anything new which you have learned, what made you happier, what made you thoughtful, what brought certain questions to your minds, anything. At least 10 minutes give to yourself. Then you will experience that yes, my whole day went good. And it is in your hands to lead your life and to lead your each day like this. Plan out things before doing it, and plan out them properly for your welfare, for your family's welfare, and go discover outside what else you can do. Discover different sides of yourself. You are a single person, but there can be a lot of things within you. You just have to discover yourself. You have to discover your family members will discover you in return. This is how the things work, and this is how love bond increases, that family mindfulness, that relationship increases. And we have time right now, so why not utilize it? So we all should do that. And before going off to sleep, one more thing we can do is meditate. I know meditation, when the word meditation comes, it comes with a lot of questions, that we have to focus our mind, we have to, be there, be in the situation, and we have to forget everything what was going around. And it is very difficult to concentrate, and it is very difficult to, put us in a certain zone where we were not there. So meditation for many is a task, but with practice obviously you will be able to do that. First day, second day, third day, you will face issues concentrating, you will lose patience, but gradually you'll practice the art of meditation. It is the art of meditation, so you'll practice it with each passing day, and finally you will achieve that art, and it will help you a lot in your further life. So before going off to sleep, just do meditation, or simply what you can do is breathing exercises also, which is like, in terms, if I'll define it in terms, progressive muscle relaxation. So before going off to sleep, just relax yourself, relax your muscles, relax yourself physically, mentally, and sit in a particular posture. Do deep breathing. I'll suggest for 5 minutes, because after that you will be burdening yourself. Like if you'll try to fall asleep, but still you want to continue with it, you can't, and you won't be with that same enthusiasm with which you started. So just start it, and for 5 minutes at least do it. Like deep breathing, it is very important. Close your eyes and just inhale, hold your breath, then exhale. Do this for 5 minutes, and you will experience, not only in a single day, but you have to practice it daily. You will see the differences. You will So for today's session, for today's video, these were the only major things which I wanted to discuss, and I hope that I have given answers to a lot of questions which must be there in your mind. And I hope that I must have created a little difference in somebody's life out there. And if I did, then please do keep checking my videos. From now on, I'll try to be regular, and I'll try to post as much videos as possible related to mental health, related to a lot of things. Like as humans, we have a lot of things in us. So, but many of us are not able to explore that much. So I'll try my level best, and I'll be a guide, and I'll help to explore that. So thank you so much for watching my video, and if you are new to this, then please go subscribe, and I'll keep on posting more videos, more content, and we shall meet in our next video. Till then, stay positive, stay motivated, stay confident, and yes, don't lose hope.